I had a great family sports viewing moment last night.
Bet. Yeah, you did.
It's so great. It's so amazing to share a sports moment that means so much to you with your fam. And that happened to me last night because I have been locked in every Aaron Judge at-bat that I've been home for and around a television set for, and sometimes watching it on my phone on runways and things like that as I'm away from home and trying to share it. Look, I know I'm known as a football guy, having been with NFL Network for this is my 20th season, but I've always been a baseball guy before that. My first love, baseball. Love it. The Yankees mean so much to me. It's sometimes unnerving. And grew up a Yankee fan. I get misty when I see the Reggie Jackson, Thurman Munson moments. Last night, Garrett Cole passed Ron Guidry for most strikeouts in a season by a New York Yankee pitcher. That's my guy, Ron Guidry. One of my guys. Mattingly, today is on this date, he had his 6th Grand Slam of the 1987 season, setting a record for most Grand Slams in a season. I saw that on my Twitter feed this morning. I got misty. I don't know. I turn into Vermeil when I think of the Yankees as him being a kid and growing up. And seeing Aaron Judge hit home run number 61 last night. 61 years after Roger Maris hit 61 himself. It was amazing. I will never forget it. It means so much to me. I'm, again, fortunate to be able to talk so much sports with you on this show and been around for a while. And I remove emotion from a lot of my sports viewing and sports reporting for a reason, because, that's what we call professionalism. But this just means so much to me, and who Aaron Judge is and appears to be is somebody that I want my kids to follow and grow up and be that guy who hits 61 home runs in a season and is all about his team at the same time and seems to do everything right and hands the home run baseball to his mom and bets on himself. That's the other thing that's the two most impressive things about this to me, outside of the obvious gaudy number, 61, is twofold. The manner in which he conducted himself over the last week after hitting 60 and not getting too many great pitches to hit. I know, Chris, you were saying he should have been a little bit more aggressive from time to time. And, he didn't get out of his game at all. He was walking a lot. He was getting base hits. And he was just staying even keel. He didn't really get upset very much at all, even though he knew every single at-bat was being shown across the country, being, broken into other broadcasts on ESPN and MLB Network, and the Maris family's around, and his family's around just waiting, and he never got out of his game. Spitting on sliders, diving out of the zone, just not going for it, and just saying, what got me the 60 home runs will get me 61, and I need to win games. And I was so impressed by that, and of course the fact that he bet on himself. In a city where you tell everybody's favorite baseball team, outside of the Mets, obviously, but you tell a lot of people's favorite baseball team, hey, I'm not signing with you. I'm betting on myself, and I'm going to turn down generationally enriching money that would generationally enrich every other person who roots for me in this team. I'm going to bet on myself, and normally that eats the town up. The town eats you up, and you'll struggle, and you'll go through some struggles. Instead, he's had an MVP season. We'll look back on this, and despite Shohei Ohtani's immense talent, unicorn talent, there was a 3-week stretch during this season where he might win the Triple Crown, where we thought he might not be the MVP. That's laughable. Laughable. He broke a tie last night. Garrett Cole was perfect through 5 and then gave up 3 runs in the 6th. Tie game. Guess who steps up in the 7th inning and hits his 61st home run, a 2-run shot? And then the Blue Jays, who were feeling great about themselves, and they needed to win last night to clinch a playoff spot, they fell apart. He's so valuable. He wrecks the game for the opponent. Incredible. And I say to Aaron Judge, who I've never met, we've invited him on the show multiple times. Thank you. Thank you. Can't wait to see 62. He's going to go home to do it. And I hope and I hope the Yankees take note. And what they should do is take a look at, to use the George M. Steinbrenner, the third phrase, look at every fanny in the seats filled up to watch a team that's already clinched pretty much everything it can clinch, which is the division and a first-round bye. They're not going to catch the Astros for top seed in the American League, one would think. Watch the turnstiles move, and every fanny in the seat is filled to watch Aaron Judge take that extra revenue that the Yankees would never have gotten in a 3-game set against the Orioles after everything's been clinched, place it aside, and give it all to Aaron Judge when he asks for it next spring.